Hi, I'm State Representative Dan Kristiansen here from Olympia today, and I'd like to talk to you a little bit about what's going on with a particular highway that we have in our district. You know, I know that our district encompasses a lot of Skagit County, but today we're going to actually focus in on a highway in the 39th district that's located in Snohomish County, and it's the highway that runs between Monroe and Woodinville. That highway is Highway 522. Historically, just to put this in perspective, Highway 522 was slated by Reader's Digest as being one of the deadliest highways in the United States prior to us starting construction. And so in 2003, the legislature approved a nickel tax on gasoline. One of the projects that was actually slated to be built, or at least portion of it, was Highway 522. The agreement, though, in 2003 was that the state was going to pick up a certain portion of that construction, while Snohomish County was going to pick up the rest of it. The state actually passed pieces of legislation to authorize the county to be able to do that work. What I'd like to show you today is where we're at and how we got where we're at, and of course where we plan on going in the future. Ultimately, to solve this problem with 522, to get you to work and back, to get you to your homes quicker, so that you've got less time on our highways, and that we also have a safe highway. What you're going to see on the diagram right here is here's the 39th district. Here's the borderline right in here. This area right here in green is the 1st legislative district. The section that you see here of Highway 522 in orange is the section of Highway 522 that is in the 39th district. All of which, by the way, is done. Everything from downtown Monroe to and over the Snohomish River is now a 4-lane divided freeway. Everything's been finished. So within our boundaries, within my jurisdiction, the 39th district, we've got everything completed. The problem that we're dealing with is in this section that you see in the dotted line here, Fales Road, Echo Lake, and Paradise Lake. In that section right there, it's basically a 2-lane constriction on what's a 4-lane highway on either end. The area down here in green goes from Paradise Lake Road to Woodinville or to 405, but we've got this choke point in here. Going back to the history of what's happened down here in Olympia, in 2003, as I mentioned earlier, when the legislature approved the nickel tax to pay for this section of the highway and a couple little projects in here, the county, Snohomish County, had actually made an agreement with the state of Washington that they wanted the authority to be able to go to the citizens and provide out of the Snohomish County budget to fix this section between the river and Paradise Lake Road. That was back in 2003. In 2007, they did make one attempt through the Regional Transportation Improvement District. It was a ballot measure that came before the people. It did fail. But since then and before then, the county has never made another attempt, has never discussed how we're going to get money from the county or from the local citizens to pay for this section of the roadway. Hence, today, because the county did not follow through, did not put forward any resources to pay for this section of the highway, our folks here in the Monroe area and the Sky Valley that are traveling this route every day to get to work, to get to soccer, to get their kids back and forth from school, are suffering terribly from the added congestion that we're now dealing with today. What I'm going to ask you folks to do is this, is that you will notice this is the 1st legislative district. You need to get a hold of our folks in the 1st legislative district. You need to get a hold of our folks at the county. And you need to explain to them that I've recently been made aware of the history lesson here, and we need some help. We need the county to go ahead and step up, to start working with our communities in Monroe, Woodinville, Maltby, Sultan, and other areas in the Sky Valley, Snohomish even, to try and come up with a plan that's going to go ahead and take care of this section in there. One of the reasons why I wanted to contact you today is that I live right here. I work on the other end of this highway. I've lived in this area my whole life. And it frustrates me that when agreements are made down here in Olympia and certain entities have not followed through with their end of the agreement, then they start placing blame on us as the legislature is not getting the job done. I feel it's important for you as citizens to understand that we as a state, myself as your state representative, my colleagues down here, we did get done what we agreed to. We need to now hold accountable the entities that are responsible for this section right in here to get us moving again. As your representative, I am working with the community leaders in all the cities that are affected here. I am working with the Snohomish County officials. I'm also working with the Senate and the House chairs of the transportation committees to see is there some kind of an agreement we can come to where we can partner up again with the county. They, of course, have to follow through this time. But we provide some resources along with the county to get this job done, to get you to work and home faster, to get your kids to school and back faster, to provide that safe corridor that we all want so we can make the 39th District a better place to live. I want to thank you so much. If you have any questions, please get a hold of me. All my contact information is on the screen. Thank you again, and please remember, for me to represent you properly, I need you to be telling me what's going on back home. Thanks again for joining. Look forward to talking to you again soon. Bye now.